Hi. So a lot of people are having trouble with their Chronos Raid Farm V3, and countless hours have been spent helping people with their troubles on Discord. So this video is going to serve as a troubleshooting guide so people can try to diagnose their issues on their own. But if you still can't get the raid farm to work after watching this video, then feel free to ask questions in either the Chronos Discord server or my own Discord server where we both have many people who are willing to help. Before even starting to build the farm, you need to check the server that you are running on. It needs to be a Java Edition server in version 1.17 or above, running Fabric with Carpet mod. This farm will not work on vanilla, spigot, paper, or any other distributions of paper. By far, the most common issue people run into building this farm is building it in the wrong spot or making mistakes while building it. The farm is very dependent on the chuck alignment, so you need to make sure it's built in the right spot or it will not work. If you come stand in the composter in the middle of the farm and press F3, you need to check that your chunk position is 10, 15, 10. A lot of people have asked if you can move the farm up or down, and the answer is yes, as long as it is in intervals of 16. As long as the chunk position is the same, you're good to go. Once you've made sure the farm is in the right spot, you can use the Lightmatica mod to verify that the farm is built correctly. First, press M to open the Lightmatica menu, then press Schematic Placements, and find the placement for the raid farm. Then click Configure, and click Schematic Verifier, and then click Start Verification. Now if I look in the missing block section, you can see that I've missed a piston, an observer, and a block of redstone. So I can click on these, and it will highlight in the world where I've missed them. So I can just go in and replace them. And now I know the farm is built correctly. Also, don't forget to build the lava cube in the nether. It's just a big cube of lava with glass on the outside, and then there's another portal in the middle. A quick word about the FATASS version of the farm. Originally, when I was testing it in the test server, it ran for hundreds of hours without ever failing. But then people started building it in their servers, and it only ran for a couple hours and then stopped. I don't know why this is happening, and the only fix now is to just tear down the bottom part of the farm and build the other version. So just make sure you build the villager spam version and not the FATASS version. Now let's get into how to run the farm. First, you want to make sure you have bad omen, and then make sure the safety mode is off when you turn it on. Then you just want to hop down into the composter and attack the armor stand once, and then wait for the mobs at the top to spawn. After they finish spawning, you can turn on the safety mode, hop in the composter, and do /player, your name, attack, interval 10. And then the farm should start up correctly. Yes, you do need to use the carpet mod auto-clicker. A client-side auto-clicker will not work with this farm. When you want to turn off the farm, just do /player, your name, stop. And then the lava will automatically kill all the raiders remaining in the farm. If you want to run the farm with a carpet bot, then the process is very similar. First, make sure the safety mode is off. Then pop in the composter and summon your bot. And make sure the bot is in survival mode. Then you want to give yourself the bad omen effect. And standing on this platform won't do anything, so just pop down onto the layer below. And then make the bot attack once with /player bot attack. And then you wait for the raiders at top to spawn. And then after they're all spawned, just go ahead and turn on the safety mode and make the bot attack with an interval of 10. When you want to stop the farm with the bot running, just do /player bot stop. And then all the raiders will be automatically killed by the lava. If you turn off your farm and a whole bunch of Vex start spawning, that's because you either had the safety mode off while you turn it off, or because you removed the lava. The safety mode is important because it stops the raiders from spawning as soon as you stop attacking, and the lava is important because it kills the rest of the raiders after you're done attacking. If you attack the armor stand and nothing happens, that could be for a few reasons. One, you need all the beacon effects. A common one that people forget is haste 2, but that is required so you can attack at 10 game ticks. You also need to make sure your sword has the right enchantments. You need looting 3, sharpness 5, sweeping edge 3, mending, and unbreaking 3. If you have fire aspect on your sword, it will break the armor stand, and that will cause the farm to not work. If it has knockback on it, it doesn't matter. You could also be missing the second armor stand inside of these no blocks. To put in that armor stand, you just want to clear out a little bit of space. And then place the armor stand on top of the observer. And then place your 2 note blocks. Place the pistons into the note blocks, and then you can power the pistons. They need to be normal pistons. And then just replace all the blocks that you broke. And you're good to go. Now what if you're attacking the armor stand and the farm is clogging, but none of the raiders are spawning? Well, that would most likely be due to an issue with the raid stacker. First, you want to make sure for each pair of slime bars next to the villager, one is up and one is down. It doesn't matter which one is up and which one's down, as long as they're both in opposite positions. And if you paste it in the farm with light Medica, then you might need to kill and replace the villagers in order for them to claim their workstations properly. Also, do not trade with the villagers at all, or else they will not be able to lose their workstation. Also, make sure you don't forget this lonely villager here down at the bottom of the farm. If you built the farm in a perimeter, you just want to make sure the floor is all spawn-proof, or else raiders will spawn down there. So on Chronos, we just have glass on the floor. Or you can build the farm over an ocean and just make sure there's no land nearby around the farm. Now for problems with the storage. First, you want to make sure that each barrel has exactly 26 shovels in it. So there should be 1 slot remaining. Also, if you see shulkers getting stuck in this chest when they should be moving down, that is normal. There is 1 buffer shulker that always stays in this chest, but after another one comes in, then it flows down here. You also need to make sure that this composter is empty. These composters each have 1 fill level, and that this piston is not in the upward state, it is right in front of that piston. To set up the item filters, you need to make sure this dropper is full of items, and then these 2 hoppers have the item you want to sort in the first slot, and then the next 4 slots are unstackables, or you can fill all 5 slots with the item you want to sort. So all 3 of these are the same. And then this top one has 37 items in the first slot, and then the next 4 slots are any other item that the farm will not produce, or you can choose any random item and rename it. You'll also want to come down here and pre-fill this dispenser with shulker boxes. If you want to collect items, then make sure the items you want to collect, the lever is up. If you flick the lever down, then it will not collect that item and that storage slice will be disabled. Just follow this sign. Also, these 3 emerald slices will not be enough to collect every single emerald that the farm drops. If you want to collect all the emeralds, then you need to add more slices. If you also want your farm to sort totems, you can either use the totem sorter that I made a while back, it's on my YouTube channel, or you can use LAs, and I don't have a design for that, just make your own. There's also a few server settings you can check if this farm still isn't working. You can check the difficulty, make sure it's on hard, check your game rule, disable raids, that's what it is, and make sure that's false. And you also want to check your mods list on the server. If you've got anything that looks like it might affect the raid farm, try removing it. And then another mod that I know breaks the farm that doesn't seem like it should is carpet auto crafting table. It actually makes these fletching tables a tile entity so they won't be able to move by the pistons. And if you've got movable tile entities installed on your server, you just need to replace these grindstones with wither skulls. And that's all the troubleshooting tips I have for now. If you still can't get the farm working after watching this video, then always remember you can ask in the Chronos Discord server or my Discord server. Happy troubleshooting!